Yo, how's it going, guys? Tom Damage back with another tutorial. This one I'm focusing on vocals. I was going to do it on vocal chops and stutters, but I thought that'd just be too short because there's not really much to it, so I thought I'd just go through everything I use on vocals, processing, that kind of thing. I did actually do one like this a while ago, but it's music production. You're always learning, you're always moving on to new stuff, so I thought I'll keep you up to date and show you what I'm doing. I'm going to use Baby Cakes, one that I've done recently, so obviously everyone knows this track or everyone knows the original. So yeah, let's have a listen.
How I get down low, and I just want you to know that I think our love will grow. We'll take it step by step because I'm not something you own.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a female part what I didn't use of this. So
Baby cakes.
you see because there was one pan to the left and one pan to the right, but obviously because the mono, each one was mono, I've just chose the male one, put it into a stereo track. So yeah, I've got some stereo effects on it and stuff.
Baby cakes, you just don't know, no.
I'm not sure how dry it was and how raw it was, but let me turn everything off and listen.
How I like it down low, and I just want you to know that I think our love will grow.
Yeah, it does sound like it's got some double tracking and stuff.
And I just want you to know that I think our love will grow.
Some chorus maybe, but that's raw for me. That's no effects. So first I go EQ just to roll off all the bottom.
And I just want you to know that I think our love will grow.
And in this case, I've boosted the highs on this EQ.
We'll take it step by step because I'm not something you own.
But obviously that's just for this mix. You may not have to always boost the high and only do it if you need to in your mix. Second up, we've got compression.
I just want you to know that I think our love will grow.
That does look like it's quite heavily compressed, to be fair, but again, that's because of the mix. You might always not need that much compression. Ratio
Baby
5 to 1.
cakes, you just don't know, no.
Release 450.
How I like it down low.
So yeah, compression. Then I've run it through auto tune.
And I just want you to know that I think our love will grow.
It's probably pretty already auto tune, but I've probably run it through this for the formant. I like using that formant effect.
We'll take it down low.
I'm not really doing a lot, but the more you turn it up, the more you hear it.
And I just want you to know that I think our love will grow. We'll take it step by step because I'm not something you own.
So yeah, just a little bit of formant. Camel fat.
Oh no, how I like it down low.
Good thing is about camel fat, you get a bit of everything. You've got a filter, you've got distortion, you've got compression. Running it through this, it really sort of brings out the presence of the vocal if you use the right preset or if you adjust it properly. I've mainly used it for the filter and the distortion and the compressor.
And I just want you to know that I think our love will grow.
Kickstart side chain.
We'll take it step by step because I'm not something you own.
That's fully optional. You don't really need that. It doesn't really benefit the mix. It just sort of, I just like the sound of it.
You just don't know how I like it down low.
Especially in the drops, like when it drops and you've got stutters and stuff, it really gives it a nice effect. Delay and reverb up next.
How I like it down low. And I just want you to.
Again, that's the effects you use are kind of optional with delay. They're like the timings and stuff and how much you use. I suppose you can overdo it in the mix. You don't want too much delay, obviously. You don't want too much reverb either. A lot of modern tracks you hear in the charts and stuff, there's not much delay or reverb on them, depending on what kind of track it is. And obviously you can adjust it throughout the track. You might want a bit with a lot of reverb, you might want a bit with a lot of delay, and then another part with less. So you can always adjust that going through. Yeah, it's quite an old one, this. I've been using the T-Rax plugins for a while.
That's something you own. You just don't.
I've used a preset there, Vocal Bright Hall.
Don't know how.
There's quite a bit of reverb on it, but it works in this mix. So let's have a listen.
How I like it down low, low. You just don't know. How I like it down low.
So for that drop, you can see I've filtered the vocal down and then it rises up. That's what the automation is there. So it's the high frequencies. I've automated the Camel Fat filter. Really good filter. Definitely recommend Camel Fat. So yeah, just a little 8 bars or so, 4 or 8 bars, rises up over that period of time.
You just don't know.
Again, these chops, let's get to these chops. They're so simple the way I do them. I just cut up the raw vocal rather than using any plugins or synthesizers out like that or samplers.
You just don't know.
You can see it's just a part of the raw vocal cut and placed wherever I want it. I'm not sure which part, but the way I do it.
Don't know.
So yeah, it's from that end part. And the way I do it is just find the strongest part of tone in that bit. Like this, wherever the strongest note comes out and it's held, sort of chop that bit. And then you get a real, it sort of like makes a harmonized melody with whatever's going on in your track, you know.
You just don't know.
This piece,
And you own.
you can see I pitch shift that. I pitch shift that. Again, I took the raw vocal. What am I doing? I didn't want to do that. Full screen, it's not usually. Let me just close that. So yeah, I've grabbed that, I've gone audio, process, pitch shift, and then I think I moved it up transposed it 2 semitones and preserved the tempo of it using the time correction. You don't always have to use that, it probably won't make a big difference on such a short sample, but if it's longer, it's going to preserve the pitch or preserve the tempo. And then obviously there's the settings. Depending on what, you might not even be using Cubase, you're probably not many people use it, so you're probably using FL Studio, but there will be settings similar to this, to what's in here, so yeah, that's processing that way. Again, you could use plugins, there's loads of plugins out there you can use a sampler, put your vocal through a sampler and then adjust it on like a piano roll sort of situation. So yeah, that's basically the chops.
You just don't know. You just don't know.
I think that is mainly all the chops.
You just don't know.
That one's slightly different, it just repeats that last word.
You just don't know.
Again, and when it comes to this sort of stuff, it's just about taking your time, finding the right piece to cut and getting it the perfect length and stuff like that. That's what makes it, you know.
Don't know how I like it down low, and I just want you to know that I think our love will grow. We'll take it step by step because I'm not something you own. You just don't know how I like it down low. You just don't know how I like it down low. You just don't know how I like it down low.
So yeah, that's that one for vocals, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it helps any producers out there out. Leave a comment with suggestions for tutorials and stuff, and I'll see what I can do.